It is another beautiful day in Ohio, and it's back-to-back time. This is my son's bone stock 2023 450SXF. It's got about 10 hours on it now. We just put the CUO unit on it this morning, so he just put like an aggressive map with engine braking turned all the way down in it. Otherwise, everything's stock. And this is my stock 450 factory edition, and I put a 350 map in it, but I've opened the clickers to soften it up. Now my son Chase has this thing set up a little bit stiffer. He's way faster than me, 8-speed, and he hits big jumps and everything. So we're gonna ride these back to back, just see if we can feel the difference in this updated chassis. And it's a nice choppy C track here at Briarcliff. Now, one thing that impresses me about this bike is the forks feel good, but my son, he's fast, and this bike's got, you know, close to the magic 10 hours of braking time. So these forks, they feel fine. And man, this thing's got power. But I've ridden my buddy Jim's 23 gas 450 today, and now this 23 450 KTM, and this one's, you always get bike to bike variation, and this one definitely has the least amount of engine vibration. And man, with the CUO unit, it just helps free the bike up. That's probably the biggest thing. It just kind of goes into the corners more freely in it. Now he's got MX33s. I think the 34s on my bike are a little better. We've been going back to back on them. Oh, the old classic Kawasaki smokers. Yeah, this chassis feels really good. And I know there's big deals on these things now. So my feeling is if you can get a deal on one of these, there's like $2,000 rebates. Big power, and that's just a regular map, but when you take out the engine braking, it helps. And these bikes still have a general stiff feel as you're putting slow across the chops. 10.4 hours with a fast guy riding it. Okay, this thing works. I don't know why he's got nick in bars. This bike just vibrates like noticeably less at the bars. Jim Chase and I rode them, and we could feel that. Okay, this is the all-new frame. This is supposed to be more compliant up here, more compliant, and some different settings on the suspension. Let's see if we can feel anything. I'm going to leave it in the 350 map. It's got plenty of power. Oh, I can feel that smooth roll on. Now, it's probably hard to see on the GoPro, but maybe it's just the MX34s, but you can just feel better traction. I think I'm up to 3.3 hours on mine, so these edges are getting off a little bit, but there might be a tick more comfort in the, like that slap down through the front end of the bike. But man, in the corners, it just feels like it has more traction. I don't know if that's chassis or tires. I think these MX34s are a little better than the 33s. Boy, that low engine braking is nice. It just frees the thing up. Woohoo! That guy's confident to land and pick a rut. Not me. Oh, this thing feels good. Whoa! Yeah, there's a smoothness to this. Well, the CUO unit, I think it's just worth turning engine braking down. So I have my clickers open a little more than Chase. His forks feel the same. The rear, I think this bike has better traction, tire tongue that packs in the corners, but I don't know if it's necessarily chassis or just MX34s versus MX33s. This one has less vibration at the bars, and I have Pro Taper Race Team, the new bend, and they're supposed to be a little more absorbing. But power-wise, they're both fast. I dialed this one back for today, but Chase dialed the engine braking out of his, and it's definitely noticeable. This little CUO unit, that is cool. Now, we did put an updated map for 24. When you go to the dealer, there was an updated map for this. This is a 23, so we put that map in. Then we hooked up the CUO, and it works. I like it. $250 for those things. Then you can tune and do whatever you want. Factory edition, this frame, I don't think it's a game changer. It's a little better, but these got big rebates right now on the 23s or 24s. And this is a 23, so I think if you get a deal on one of those, I don't think it's worth spending the extra money, but they're both really fun bikes. What a great combination of cornering, stability. The power is easily the most usable 450F out there. So, two big thumbs up. Briarcliff MX, early in the season.